All right, in this example, we are going to find a couple of limits here. The limit as x goes to infinity of 2x plus 1 over x squared minus 3, and the limit as x goes to negative infinity of 2x plus 1 over x squared minus 3. So let's take the limit as x goes to infinity of 2x plus 1 over x squared minus 3 first, and take a look at that one. Okay, and so what we want to do here, this is a rational function, a polynomial divided by a polynomial. And so what we want to do is to kind of do what we did in examples 1 and 2, but do it with the top and also with the bottom. So if I look at the top part here, I see that the highest power of x in the top is just x to the first power right here, this one right here. So I'm going to factor in x out of the top. And then the highest power of x in the bottom is x squared here. So I'm going to factor an x squared out of the bottom. So when I do that, that's what I'll get. Factor an x out of the top. So divide each term by x, factoring an x squared out of the bottom. So divide each term by x squared. Okay, so that's just what we had there before. Now do some simplifying. Right. Up here on the top, x divided by x is 2. And x squared divided by x is 1. And that's about it. And then also what I'm going to do is take those things that I factored out, the x and the x squared, and sort of split them off right over here. Let's just, I can do that, right, because of the way fractions are multiplied. If I multiply two fractions, just multiply the tops and the bottoms, which would leave me with this fraction here. So I'm just going to kind of split those off and then do some canceling there. So again, basically what I've done here is I've rewritten this function so that it's just a bunch of power functions. I've got this power function here, 1 over x, which I know goes to 0 as x goes to infinity. I've got this power function here, 1 over x, again, goes to 0 as x goes to infinity. And 2 is just going to go to 2. 1 is just going to go to 1. And over here, I have essentially 3 times 1 over x squared, right? Again, that's just a power function. That's going to go to 0, right? Over there. So what I wind up with is that 1 over x goes to 0. The top part is going to 2. The bottom part's going to 1. If I multiply all that out, I just get 0. So the limit as x goes to infinity of this function is 0. It turns out that the limit as x goes to negative infinity is pretty much the same technique here. I would follow exactly the same steps as I just did, and it would boil down to 1 over x here. And that, remember, those power functions, 1 over x to some number power, as x goes to either infinity or minus infinity, go to 0. So that one would still go to 0, that would go to 0, that would go to 0. So essentially it's exactly the same work, no difference right there. And I get the limit as x goes to negative infinity of 2x plus 1 over x squared minus 3 is equal to 0.